It's been a while since the third season of The Boys ended, and fans have eagerly been waiting for something new. Recently, the trailer for the show's spin-off Gen V dropped, and it's just as bloody and chaotic as you'd expect for a show set in the same universe as The Boys. In today's video, we'll be discussing the trailer and a lot more. So let's dive right in. Firstly, the first trailer is just as bloody and chaotic as you'd expect. Gen V doesn't seem like it's going to be slowing down on The Boys' habit of torturing its characters. The first trailer, while short, already seems to be living up to its predecessor, at least in terms of the carnage displayed on screen. The trailer opens with a shot of the Vought International's Godolkin University, which will be the center stage of all the chaos that will unfold during this spin-off series. While it promises to be a safe space for heroes, we all know it's going to be anything but. The trailer then showcases random scenes from the upcoming season, and there's tons of violence, action, and mayhem to see. One of the characters seems to have the power of blood tentacles as their superpower, and while the shot of her using it is quite short, it's enough to tell us that this is one supe that no one will want to mess with. The show seemingly also has cameos from the cast of the original series, A-Train and Ashley, who you probably are well aware of if you've seen The Boys, briefly appeared in the trailer. Blood and carnage aside, one part of the trailer that managed to get our attention was a segment involving Sesame Street. But because this is a spin-off of The Boys, it quickly led to a lot of death as the puppets get murdered. If there's anything we've learned by the end of this first look, it's that this is a show that not only promises to reach, but also exceeds the original in terms of its brutality. Next, how have fans responded to the exciting new trailer? Fans are understandably very hyped about this new trailer. Many were surprised to see that members from the original show were showing up, even though this wasn't something that had previously been confirmed. Plus, a lot of people were excited to have both Gen V and the next season of The Boys premiere during the same year. It's going to be fun to see so much new content from Amazon's chaotic superhero universe. A fan also stated that anything related to The Boys will probably be great, no matter what. It's clear that most people are very excited about the series. Let's hope that all the hype pays off in the end. An observant fan also noticed that they used the same song in this trailer that was used in the first look of the original The Boys series. It's just an interesting nod to the original series and makes us wonder if this spin-off has been positioned to be a long-running addition to The Boys universe. A lot of comic book readers were hyping people up by promising that this series is going to be incredibly messed up if they stay true to the comic content. While most of the plot of the show will likely be new, it's still going to use elements from the original comic book series, and so there were tons of things that fans are looking forward to seeing. Another fan mentioned how they loved everything in the trailer, especially how action-packed and dense it was. There's not one boring shot in the whole thing. Plus, when is Gen V releasing? The series is currently set to release sometime in 2023. While we don't have any exact confirmation as to what month the show will come out, we can expect it to be sometime around the fourth season of The Boys. This is because the show is set to occur concurrently with the fourth season of the original series. It's going to be fun to see how Gen V is affected by all of the things that are happening in the original show. Plus, we might get a teaser for some of the events that will happen in The Boys' fourth season, which will later be shown in much more detail when the season drops. Either way, it seems that fans of the series will have plenty of great content to look forward to next year. And who knows, if the show is successful, we might even get more seasons of Gen V later down the line. Moving on, let's discuss how Erin Moriarty really feels about her The Boys castmates. First off, here's how she feels about Anthony Starr. Erin is pretty close to most of her castmates from The Boys, but some tabloids seem to think she's especially close to Anthony. The two have been seen together numerous times behind the scenes of The Boys. Outlets even claimed that they were dating at one point, though the truth is that while the two are definitely great friends, there isn't anything romantic going on between them. At the very least, that's what Anthony and Erin have claimed, although stars do like to keep things on the down low when it comes to relationships, so who knows? Either way, the two could be seen all over each other's Instagram feeds. They're hanging out in between takes at work and are also seen having a bit of fun after work. The two were even spotted together at Comic-Con panels. That said, Erin always adds a caption that hints that they're just friends, so it seems that they're trying to avoid getting shipped by fans and the media. Erin even called Anthony her best friend in a recent post. Overall, they have some amazing chemistry together, and we wouldn't be surprised if Anthony is the person she most likes to hang out with from The Boys cast. Yes, they may have tons of pictures together and may do a lot of stuff together, but we think that's not enough to say that they're dating, mostly because Erin can be seen doing the same stuff with the rest of the cast too. Plus, she's also really close to Jack Quaid and Chase Crawford. Fans love to speculate if Erin is dating anyone, but it seems that she just happens to be great friends with most of them. She hangs out with Jack and Chase quite a bit, at least if their Instagram posts are anything to go by. Out of all her friends, it seems that Jack is the one who makes her laugh the most. Erin has described him as her bestie in the past, and even her brother. In an Instagram post, she stated that there's no one she would rather laugh, sing, cry, or dance with than Jack. The two are on-screen partners, and their characters are especially close to one another on the show. So it's nice to see that the two have a similar relationship off-camera too. The great relationship that all of the cast members have in this series definitely shows up on the screen. Erin was also very friendly with Jack's now ex-girlfriend. This probably means that the two really are besties, as she claims, and they're not dating. Much of what we said also applies to Chase Crawford. Erin considers him to be one of her best friends, and the two can be seen hanging out a lot behind the scenes, along with other members of the cast.
All right, you lot. In the safe. Whoa, hey.
Moving on, we've also got how she feels about Karen Fukuhara. Erin has appeared on Karen's YouTube show before, and there she described Fukuhara as one of her good friends. There's no doubt that the two have some amazing chemistry, even if they don't get the chance to be in a lot of scenes together on the show. People tend to love creating needless conflicts between castmates, while others love to endlessly ship them. But we think the Boys cast is in a unique position where they're all just really good friends who enjoy hanging out with one another. The great relationship between the cast isn't just for the sake of the show's marketing. They're all seen having fun with one another organically too.
Truth is, superheroes aren't always good.
Finally, what do Erin's castmates think about her? It's clear that Erin is fairly close to all of her castmates, but do they return this sentiment? We certainly think so. Just as other members of the Boys cast can be seen on Erin's Instagram posts, Moriarty also graces the posts of her friends and castmates. Plus, the cast provided a ton of support to her when Erin spoke out against the harassment and sexism she'd been facing from the toxic The Boys fans. Most of the cast took to Instagram to state how much they loved and cared for Erin and what she meant to them. It's clear that everyone supports each other behind the scenes on the show. That's quite interesting when you consider just how much most characters on The Boys actually hate each other on the show. We definitely hope the great friendships that everyone in this series has with one another continue to stay that way. We definitely love to see many more seasons, and for that, the great chemistry between the cast members will need to stay.
You know, when the company first rolled me out in front of the cameras, they told me I was going to get my very own team. I wanted so badly.
That's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on our bloody first look at Gen V, the spin-off series of The Boys? Comment below, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.